So yeah, hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Abhijit, and in this video we will start a PyScript, you can say tutorial, and this will give you information like how you can get started with PyScript, and we also will create some little kind of project which will help you to get introduced with PyScript. And if you don't know like what's PyScript, you can basically check this particular video. The biggest Python update is here. You can I will add the link in the description section, or you can check the I button. So let's start. And so first of all, let me open that particular website called PyScript, and this is like run Python in your HTML, or you can say run Python in your particular HTML file. So this can replace JavaScript. There are a lot of chances that this can replace JavaScript, and a lot of Python developers are also happy that they can write front end code as well, because a lot of people like me love Python, and we use this particular language to create a backend application, but we always miss some kind of you can say thing that these JavaScript developer gets, that they can write backend and front end code as well. But now the wait is totally over, we can also write this thing. So let's start. So first of all, to add PyScript you need a server, so you need to install this particular extension called live server, so that it can you can execute PyScript. Okay, so let's first of all open the HTML tag. You can open HTML5, and after that, you if you want to introduce PyScript in your HTML file, you need to add it via CDN, so we can install all this using copying all this code, so we can add. So now you can see our PyScript is injected in our HTML, and when we reload this particular thing, you can see it's totally working. And if I press Control Shift I, the inspect element, you can see it has print a lot of things, that these are the possible ways. So like we all know, when we create some kind of application we always print hello world, because this helps you to get started how you can print everything. So to write that particular Python code, you need to add PyScript tag. What does it mean? To run any JavaScript, you write, what basically you type script, and after that you start writing your all your JavaScript code. But to write all the Python code, you need to add PyScript tag. Okay, so this is the tag. So let's just copy PyScript print now you can, so it will print now you can. Okay, and let's suppose we want to let's suppose our code is very huge, and we have printed some sort of, we have to create some classes, we have to create a lot of things. So what we do in JavaScript, we separate our file using like main.js, you can say, we can write this. But how we can do in this particular PyScript tag? So what you can do is, we can create a particular file called main.py, or you can give any kind of name, and you can inject it over here using PyScript and add src, and you need to add that particular file over here, dot slash main.py. Okay, so now your file is now injected in this particular area, and hit when we write something over here, it will reflect. If I type something over here like let's suppose print hello world. Okay, now you can see, if we you will able to see hello world. So this is a way like how you can inject your PyScript code, or you can say how you can inject your Python code. So in this example, we will see how we can write using an HTML tag. First of all, we will create a tag in index.html. Then we will see how we can grab that particular tag and add some text to that particular tag. Okay, so what we will do, we will create a div. Okay, so we will create a div, and with the ID of you can say date. Okay, and we will close that particular tag, and after that we will add today's date to that particular tag. So we will import date time as dt, and after that if we want to grab that particular tag, we write PyScript dot write, and we name that particular tag. Our tag name is date, and we just do dt dot date time dot today, and let's see what it does. So we will go to this thing. So you can see our date is now printed, and if you want to print in some specific format using Python, so we can also do that. Dot today using dot strf time method, dot strf time, and we can add all the things which we want to, like we can add percentage a, percentage of b, and percentage of d, and year. Okay, so percentage of y. So let's see what it does. So it's you can see is Thursday, May of 5 2022. So this is like tutorial about how you can add particular anything. Like let's suppose if you want to add some more text, you can say like we have over here, like it's name. Okay, so if you want to add some name over here, you can like PyScript dot write, and the name will be called, you can say name, and we can add name over here. So I will print my name Abhijit Gupta, and you can see it will print. Take some time because like it's kind of, if we are using PyScript in a CDN mode, so it's take time, it grabs all the HTML and CSS script, and so you can see this is an example of using this particular example. Now we will see, let's suppose there are a lot of Python libraries like NumPy, Matplotlib, and other great libraries. So if you want to add some third-party libraries, how we can do that? And when we write some backend code, we create requirement.txt, which helps you to like kind of create a package which helps you to add all your you can say dependencies, and when you hit pip install requirement.txt, it all automatically install all that particular thing. But what if we want to introduce all that third party libraries in our HTML tag, then how we can do this? So what you need to do is you need to create pyenv tag. You can create that particular tag above head, so we can type py the hyphen env, and we can close this tag, and after that we need to add dash, and we add the name of that particular library. It automatically install. First of all we will install numpy, and after that we will install matplotlib. So matplotlib, so it will automatically install that library. So let's suppose we need to add some kind of a like graph, or you can say, so then how we can do this? So import matplotlib dot pyplot, import as plt, and import numpy. I'm not able to see the keyboard. Numpy as np. Okay, and now let's suppose we create a x variable, and np dot random and 1000, and we can create for y value as well, np dot random dot ran, and okay, so we can add for y value as well. Okay, so now what we will do is fig and ax is equal to pl dot subplot, and we will use scatter graph dot scatter, and scatter it using x comma y. and we will say, okay, so let's see what we get. So you can see like our diagram is now ready, and if we introduce some more, like let's suppose we add some 500 values, some more value, then the diagram will totally change. Okay, so it takes some time, it downloads and install because it's in alpha release, so we need to add 5000. Okay. Let's wait. So you can see the R diagram is ready. So with the help of, if we, now you are able to know how we can add third party libraries, like using this we need to create pyenv tag, and under pyenv tag we add dash and we add the name of the library, and PyScript automatically install that particular library and add it to the environment variable. Yeah, in this video we will see how we can work with paths in PyScript. So basically what path mean, let's suppose you have some file which is some in some directory, or you can say, and you want to add that particular thing in pyenv module. So what you do is you add hyphen and the paths, and after that you give an indentation of, and after that you give that particular file name. So our file name is data.py. Okay, so let's suppose we want to add that particular file in this line, and we want to import some functionality from that particular file. So we have written a function called def make x and y, which was using this function which we have already done, this thing. Okay, np.random and this thing. So what we want to use, we want to import that particular function in this PyScript tag. Okay, so we need to add correct the indentation first, and we have added all the functionality in data.py, and we are importing that particular function from there to here, make x and y. So it's printing, and now you can see you can use the functionality which you have written in some other file and this particular PyScript tag using paths. Okay, so yeah, in this video we will create a, you can say, uh, a clock using PyScript, and we will also use 𝐏𝐚𝐲 library, which is a part of Python now, coroutine kind of thing. So what I have done till now is I have already created a utils.py, and which I have created some function which will format kind of a date. So from date time import just dt, and we have written some function called format date, now remove classes and add classes. Okay, so now what we will do is, first of all we will create a env module, because we need to use this particular file in this particular html file also. So what we will do, as I have already told you, if you want to include some third party library or package, you need to create a pyenv uh, tag. So we will write pyenv and we will close this tag, and so we will add a paths variable, and after that we will add the path to the file. The path to the file is dot slash utils dot py. Okay, so now it's done, done, and okay, we need to close this head tag also. Okay, so now we will create some html, and the html will be have three div classes. So div and id will be, we can add a id, so output div, and after that we will create a label, and we will add id to this thing. So we can cut this thing and we can add it over here. So id will be, you can give any idea, I'm giving just output div, and we can add start. So again we will create a div, and id will be output div of 1, or you can say 2. We will close this and we will copy this also, and we will create one more div over here, 3, output div 2 and 3. And now we are going to import that particular file. So we will create PyScript tag, PyScript tag, and after that we will create a output. Okay, and after that we will create the import that particular file, and output will be output div. Okay, and we will import that function. So to import that function we will write import utils, and we are gonna call that function now. Now utils dot now. So now we will again open our PyScript tag. Where we will write our logic PyScript, and after that we will create from utils import. We will import the function called now, and after that we will import async io, which will help you to uh, write asynchronous function async async asyncio, and we will now write the function, and the function will start from async def, and the function name will be foo. Okay, and after that we will while true. So we need to continuously keep on executing this function. So while true, so we are gonna do a wait and asyncio dot sleep, and we will call it every 1 second of time, and after that we will output create get our data what we have to print in that particular div. So we will route output, and after that we will call that function now, so which we have imported, which we have already imported. So we will click on now and we just append it to the element. So PyScript dot write, and we will write it to output div 2. Okay, and what we will write output. Okay, so it's done, and after that we will get that element. So to get that specific element in PyScript, we type element, and we need to add the element name. So the element name is output div 3, so we just grab it by typing element, and we just name the tag over there. We just name the id over here. So output div 3, and if output of -1, index of -1 in 0, 4, 8, we will just out 3 dot write. It's awesome. Okay, and else we will out dot clear, out 3 dot clear, and now we will execute this function every time. So PyScript dot run, there's a method called run until complete, and we are gonna call that function foo, and we need to correct the indentation. So we will just get all this done. So from utils import now, we have imported async io, and we have written a function called foo using async. And I hope you know about coroutines in Python. If you don't know, you can search any video on coroutine. You will be able to easily understand. And while true, and we have waited for every 1 second, and output we have grabbed output, and we have written to output div 2, and after that we have grabbed that particular element using element tag. We grab any element using element, and we type the id over here, and if we are checking if output of -1, index of is in 0, 4 or 8, we are writing it's awesome, otherwise we are clearing out that particular thing. And now let's reload this thing, and let's see what we did get. Okay, line got printed, but utils are not indentation. It's unexpected indentation. We need to correct indentation over here also. Okay. So when we write code in py file, we automatically gets what the indentation is. So you can see it automatically update 58, 22, and so this one is not working. If output of -1 and 0, 4 or 8, and we need to output this, otherwise this thing. Okay, why this one is not working? Output div 3, you have grabbed it. If output of index of 1 and 0, 4 or 8, out dot 3, it's awesome. Otherwise, okay, we can do this thing. So that's the reason why it's not printing. So 16, it's awesome. And it's now you can see like we have it in a small, you can say, clock functionality which will execute every couple of seconds, and you can say every thing which is happening in the background, it automatically print. So yeah, now in this video we will see how we can console.log using PyScript in PyScript. So to console log, we have a functionality and we just import it from JS, import console. Okay, and if we have to console.log, we just console.log PyScript is awesome, and we just need to correct the indentation and we just see in the console.log. We may see the, okay, we have got, so you can see our message is now printed. PyScript is awesome. So if you want to add a warning, we can add console.warn. So it will add a warning kind of thing. So you can say PyScript is awesome. If you want to show some error, so we can type PyScript console.error. So it will show some error. You can say if like it will show some red kind of message. PyScript is awesome, and all the functionality which you get in console.log of a JavaScript, you get all that functionality over here also. So yeah, before ending this video, I have a very important information. If you want to become a full stack developer in just 6 months, Newton School is just for you. And what's Newton School? Newton School is an e-learning platform where you get full stack developer training, and they train you in just 6 months, and the minimum placement is like you can say 5 lakh LPA. And if you hit a placement of 5 lakh LPA, you need to pay the amount. Otherwise, you don't need to pay any amount, and you only have to pay when you get the package of 5 lakh LPA. And there are a lot of companies which hire from Newton School. You can see these all are product based companies, and they pay a lot of, the salary is very high in this all these companies. And also if you 600 plus companies and 7 LP is the average package, 90% is the placement rate, and 26 LP is the highest package. So if you want to become a full stack developer, you can enroll in this particular course, and you will get a link in the description section. You can check that out. So meet you in the next video. We will create a to-do application and using PyScript. So I hope this is it for the video. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.